Firstly, who the hell is this guy, this speaker? What gives him the right to be here and bore us with no information, with no entertainment, with nothing that I, the listener, can gain or utilize for my own pleasure or my own growing? I have an enlightened mind. That's what the mind is saying now. This speaker recognizes that the mind that it has now given rebirth to, it could be religious Christ, it could be conditioned words that the mind has remembered from being at Sunday school or whatever. But there is a feeling, there has been an experience, there has been an enlightenment. That's the term we use. That destroyed whatever this old mind was and gave it rebirth. What has been learned is this. The ego mind, that identity mind, that is reliant on opposites, is reliant on names, is reliant on information, is reliant on limited, because the ego likes to be limited. It likes to say this is all there is and let's get on with it. In a human sense, the ego mind does not participate in expansion. It does not know what it is outside of its borders. Therefore, you that says, I am the body, do not know anything outside of your borders. So therefore you make it up. That thing over there, I'm going to call it a tree. That thing is a cloud. That thing, bird. Therefore I feel as though I have so much knowledge, so much information. Beyond ego mind is that mind that is diverse. But in an egoistic way, it's boring. It's too simple. Because that pure mind will say, I don't know. I don't recognize that as a tree. I don't recognize that as a cloud. I don't recognize that as a bird. I recognize everything as being the same thing. Everything is life. Everything is living. Everything is one. Ego says, bullshit. Boring. I'm going to go out there and fight for my right to be in this place. I'm going to use every opposing state to compete in this world. Competition means winners and losers. Losers means failure. Winners is success. Either way, division. Ego means I will compete with whatever I come up against, and I will win, or I will lose. Either or, I will experience suffering. Suffering that I lost and suffering that I won, and I feel sorry for the one that lost. And the real ego said, I don't give a shit about the one that lost, because all that exists is for me to win. Competitiveness is born from ego. Competitiveness means division. Division means war and peace. Yeah? Right and wrong. Good and bad. Pleasure and pain. Ego is not here to hang on to and to develop into a further ego state. Ego is here as a lesson. And Christ came, was crucified, whether he lived after the crucifixion or no, matters not. The message is, you cannot maintain even that identity of being superior, because somewhere, someone down the line will crucify you. And it's not a person that crucifies you. The ego mind loves to annihilate itself. It is a coming and going, up and down, fluctuating from pleasure to pain, wonderful experience mind. And the other mind? Boring. Boring. I'm transcendental. I'm pure. I'm empty. Ego says, bullshit, get on with it. Do something. Act. Compete. Have preferences. Be opposing. Duality is opposition. Duality is this and that. Man and woman. Good and bad. Pain and pleasure. Happy, sad. Can I maintain happiness? Yes, I can maintain happiness. Why are you crying? Well, my friend died. So you're not happy? Yes, but I will be happy tomorrow when I'm over this. Moving up and down the ladder of discontentment and contentment. Fluctuating from good and bad, joy to suffering, pain to pleasure. That pure mind that does not relate to opposing states of good and bad is content, is okay. But it will not fit into the world of fluctuation. That is why our world is divided. Not to enhance ego, but to allow those that are over this ego state to simply exist. We have monasteries, we have chapels, we have religious sects, we have hills, caves in the mountains of Everest. For those that do not want to compete, do not know who they are, do not want an identity, want to be what the ego calls bored. There is no right way and wrong way. There's no speaker saying you are right, you are wrong. There is only your way. And Christ says, I am the way. And the ego says, oh, well, let's follow the guy with the beard. Let's do what the guy in the beard does. And Christ says, no, it's not about the guy with the beard. It is about the way. I am not the way. I am the words. The definition is the way. So take the words, I am. Take the words, says Christ, and crucify me. Get rid of me. I don't deserve to be followed as a man with a beard and white sandals. I want you to escape your ego state by using the words, I am. The ego relies on opposing states. The ego thinks it's doing good. The ego is the thinking mind. When you think you're doing good, it means you have exposed badness. Something out there is bad because I am doing good. So therefore you have a comparison mind. All of the world is bad. I want to do good. So therefore, though the pure mind that says nothing is bad has nothing to do. Everything is okay. And then the bad mind, the ego mind, comes in and says, well, that's lazy. We have a world to sort out. And the pure mind says, no. There's nothing wrong with the world. That's your idea, that's your conceptual mind, that's your egoistic mind that makes division, makes comparisons, makes preferences. The minute we all realize that everything is okay, we stop thinking about bad and good, man and woman, black and white, as being something opposing war and peace. This video is a video that is explaining to a middle of the road mind, you're okay as you are. The world is okay as it is. Your ego mind will fluctuate and say, bullshit, or wow. No wow, no bullshit. Just freedom to be and observe what is taking place. Not observe what is taking place on the television screen or observe what is taking place in your community. Observe that nature is simply coming and going with no effort. And we make so much effort. Ego makes so much effort to try and change nature. Try and improve their life. Try and create things. Try. We are not self-destructing. We are denying reality by taking a side, taking a mind, being the leash, being the dog on the leash of mind, saying, come over here, look at this. I'll show you something that is totally bad. I'll show you something that is totally good. And those that have overcome, seen through ego, says, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay here as I am. Because all that I know is that what I am. And ego will say, what do you know about yourself as I am? I know nothing. Well, what's the point in being alive, says ego? What's the point of being here and not knowing things? The point of being here, says the pure mind, is the point of being here. We are here as a reward, as a gift, to observe, to just love being alive. Just love our breath. There's no point, no purpose. There is no one that we serve. There is no after-life judgment. There is just that what is taking place in this moment of mirror-like consciousness. All of this is God seeing itself every single nanosecond. And you are having the time of your life. You are having that recognition that God says, I'm going to choose that one. To you to see, to give them eyes, to give them emotions, senses, so that they can see, touch, feel, hear, speak on my behalf. Because God cannot participate in a human body. Or can it?